It's a time of reflection. This weekend, we're recognizing the 10-year anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombing. Today, I spoke with a Utah man who was not only at the Boston Marathon in 2013, but 3 years later, he survived the terrorist attack in Brussels. He's sharing now his outlook on life, how it's changed, and what he's learned over the past 10 years. It's a story you'll only see here on ABC4 News.
April 15th, 2013, it was definitely a day that I'm never going to forget.
A day many remember is a day Mason Wells says he'll never forget.
My mom had chosen to run the Boston Marathon. Me and my father were there that year, cheering her on, watching her run. As we crossed that road and kind of made our way down Exeter Street, we heard the first of two ginormous explosions.
Around 3 o'clock that afternoon, 2 bombs went off near the finish line. The explosion killed 3, leaving hundreds injured.
I witnessed the initial emergency vehicles arriving. I saw ambulances and police cars screaming down the road to try to get into just a mess of people.
Drew and his parents physically were fine. Mentally,
I think it definitely left emotional trauma that we had to work through mentally. And as someone that has actually witnessed 2 terror attacks, I think that you have to really come at this from the viewpoint of a survivor, that you're a survivor, not a victim.
In 2016, Mason was serving as a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Brussels. He was at the airport when, for the second time in his life, bombs went off, this time leaving him severely injured.
I remember sitting in a hospital bed after Brussels being injured and thinking, wow, how could I ever get back to normal health?
But Mason used it as a learning experience.
Yes, anything bad can happen to me, but that also means that I can overcome anything that happens to me. I can be the type of person that can get past the emotional trauma of 2 attacks.
Looking back, he says it's an experience that's taught him to move forward.
There's a lot of terrible people out there that do wish to do us harm. But I think that for every bad person out there, there's 10 good people. At the end of the day, we can choose to allow things to change our lives, or we can change our own lives after bad things happen to us. It's just up to us as to what we're going to make of every situation.
Truly some unbelievable experiences, and now Mason has used it again as a learning experience. He's now married, living in Texas with his wife, training to be a pilot in the U.S. Navy. His mom, he says, will be competing in the Boston Marathon tomorrow for the 3rd time.